What up, peeps? Here we are. It's been a minute, but we're back. And Mike, I'm sure that people have been reaching out to you with different questions. They have been reaching out to me with a couple of things. Most of them was where you been, why you had been doing any videos. And got a couple of people out there standing in line to actually want to come on and talk about themselves and hopefully represent their business as we've done in the past. But other than that, man, life is good. The gym is going good. Family life is good. God is good. Everything's working as intended. And so now it's just a matter of keeping the faith, doing what you do, and make it all right. You know what I'm saying?
That's it, man. That's it.
Yeah.
So, hey, what's happening? So like I said, man, hey, just like Rob said, we're back.
Yeah.
It's been a minute. So like I said, this is going to be our second season since we took a little hiatus. We TV shows take a hiatus, so we took a hiatus. And we're back. Life is good out here, man. Like I said, we're talking. I got a few more clients doing my training, training myself, doing that, man, and taking care of my health, man, and my family. And that's the main thing, man. That's the main thing. And glad to be back. Glad to see you, my brother, man.
I know.
What I'm saying?
I miss you, man. Kind of disappear a little bit, but shit. Like they say, when you know someone, you don't forget them.
That's
you
it.
Come right back and jump on the horse and ride again.
And for those of you who don't know, Robert lives in Texas and I live in California. So
that's right.
Just to let you guys know, you probably say, hey, well, how come y'all didn't see each other? Well, we can't just hop on a bicycle and ride down the street because it'll take me a couple hours.
We're a couple hours away.
after a year to ride that bicycle.
Yeah, absolutely.
But anyway, man, I've been, when I've been at the gym, and I have been getting a few questions, and it's for guys, man. They've been asking me. They said, "Hey, I'm over 40. Should I start TRT because I'm not getting anything out of my workouts like I was in my earlier years?" So I think that'll be a little topic we can speak on right now. Rob, what do you think with that?
Well, first we'll throw a little disclaimer out there. We ain't doctors, and everything we share with you either from experience or just from Google doctoring and talking to people who we know. And I myself can tell you from my own experience because I am on TRT. I've been on TRT since I was 54. And sometimes you can, they say TRT is 140 or less. So if you're not, then they consider you going into the bodybuilding frame of it. So I would say I'm not on TRT. I'm on the bodybuilding side of it because I'm above 140 for sure. And but most important thing that I would tell anyone out there who will come at me with those questions, it says the first thing you should do is go to the doctor. Go get a test done. Go see where your levels are, because just buying it off the street from someone is not going to really give you a true idea of where you're at. And yeah, there's a lot of people out there marketing it, and there's a lot of people got good stuff out there, bad stuff out there. It just depends. But I would always go to a doctor first and let them check me out and see what other balances that I have that are off balance, in a sense, from your estrogen level to your thyroid level. All of those things matter too, along with your test. And then you can make that decision from there with a doctor's type opinion on what you should do. So that's what I would do first.
Yeah, I totally agree. Me, myself, man, because I'm not a competitor, I'm not on TRT at all. I'm 66 years old. My levels are pretty good for being my age, but people, I see a lot of, like I said, I've talked to a few guys and they're talking about they don't have the energy, they don't have they don't feel the pump anymore, they don't feel like I'm getting anything out of the workouts, and they go to the gym every day. It's like you said, man. I recommend you have to get your blood work done. If you're getting it from the street corner vendor, man, you don't know if it's the right level. You can't take the same amount that somebody else is taking. You can't do what everybody else is doing. It's got to be It's got to be tailored towards you as an individual. So that's like Rob said, that's the first thing we talk about, and that's the first thing that I would recommend to do. Also, after that, what are you trying to do? What are you trying to do with your body, and which is it just for every day? Is it for, some people use it for bodybuilding. We'll talk about younger people, younger kids, younger men. doing it way before time. And then sometimes doctors have to prescribe, as a hormone treatment, because some other things happen in your life and everything. So being 40 years old, Rob, and I'm going every day. I'm doing everything I want to do. So I need to go to a clinic or my
So this
doctor
is
first.
Yeah. So what I would do first, guys, is this. I would first look at the man or the woman in the mirror and kind of go, what are my eating habits are like? What are my resting habits are like? Am I getting enough fluids in my system? Because it doesn't matter if you're on a TRT or not. If you're not eating right, if you're not doing anything that's going to keep your energy source up, you can forget about it. Believe me, is that from my own experience is that I can do the TRT on a constant basis, which is what I have been doing. And if I don't train, if I don't eat right, if I don't get my fluids in, I still feel like shit. So it's not like it's this miracle thing that's going to make you feel better. But what it's going to do is enhance everything else that you're doing. So if you're eating and you're drinking water and you're training properly and you're resting and you're doing all those things, then right away you're going to notice that recovery time is a lot faster. So don't expect this miracle body makeover from because you just jump on TRT.
So
TRT is just
it's not an
something.
overnight thing.
Yeah, it's not. And it's TRT is something that's going to help you respond quicker for recovery time, but you still got to put the fuel in the car in order for it to run properly. So that's what I would tell you right now. If you think you're going to start taking TRT and all of a sudden you're going to become this muscular person, that's not going to happen. Not going to happen at all.
And you hear it from somebody, with the experience too, like Rob said. And that's, like we said, we're not doctors, but we do have personal experience in different things. So, take it from him at that point. That's what, we would do. And I always tell people, if you're going to do something, if you're going to ever enhance your body with anything outside of regular nutrients and stuff, take your body as far as you can naturally.
Yeah.
And that aspect, because you got to remember for down the road, what's going to be down the road for you, because now we're getting a lot of guys, Rob. I'm pretty sure that you see guys now, they're in their 19, they're in their teens, 20s, and 30s on TRT. What do you think about that?
Yeah, well, here's the deal. I guarantee you, those guys at that age is not on TRT. They're on using steroids, abusing them. TRT is a balance. TRT meaning that I'm ranging from one shot a week. I'm getting 140 milligrams or less per shot. And if you get it more than that and you go into the 200 plus brackets, now you're talking about building muscle. You're talking about a lot of more side effects. You're talking about all these things that you don't see on the inside because you feel so good on the outside. You think you're healthy. And that's why it's really important that even if you are getting your supplements from somebody else, I will still say go every 6 to 8 months and get your blood levels checked, get all of your test levels checked, see if you're having any side effects that are really starting to take over. Because, the higher your testosterone level is, the higher your estrogen level is going to spit over, and then you're going to get gyno. That's where you got the meaty tissues and the nipples. And now you've done something that's going to cause you to have a $5,000 surgical removal just because you thought you was going to become this muscular person walking around at age 40. And that's just a scary thing to think about.
Exactly.
And if you're not going on stage to compete, then you should never go over TRT status, 140 or less.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. And I totally agree with that. And that's what I'm saying. Some guys, when I talk to people that ask me, I said, hey, what do you want to do? Are you trying to body build? Or are you trying to this is everyday life? You want to look good? Because, as we get older, man, our chest levels do go down. And doctors recommend that we start testing and doing blood tests either every 6 months, every 6 to 8 months, or every year, just to make sure, see what the levels are. Because, even my doctor, he'll tell me, hey, man, we'll watch it, but you're okay right now. So it's no big deal. But the thing is, what do you want to do with it as that person? Are you trying to enhance your body to be a bodybuilder, or you just want to look aesthetically good? You're doing all the right things and you just need a kick in the butt. Now, here's another question that somebody did ask me. Said, hey, if I do TRT, and I start getting all the results that I want. I just need something to pick me up to get me going. Should I get off of it?
If you get off of it, once you go on TRT, you're on it for the rest of your life. Bottom line, your body, it's a synthetic product. So your body discontinue making its own, right? So if you think about it, if you're not making any anyways, you're already going to the doctor, they're saying you're low, then you're not making it anyways. So there's no need to come off, because if you're taking it in the right dosages that has been given to you, your side effects can be there, but they're going to be a lot less than saying, okay, one shot make me look really good. Then let me go 2 shots to see what I look like. Then you get caught up in the body image thing, and you know how we are as men. We want everything bigger and better. And so, it's like, oh, I got to get a little bit bigger, just a little bit bigger.
Yeah, never big enough.
You get caught up in that, and next thing you know, you're doing 1,000 grams of something, and you should be taking on 140 grams of something. Now you start to see all these crazy side effects. And one thing I want to tell people, I know that some people go, what about steroid rage? There's no such thing as steroid rage. You're either an asshole or you're not. The bottom line is that, if you're an asshole, it
enhances your assholeness. That's what you're saying. So if you're already a big asshole, you're just gonna be a little bit bigger asshole.
That's all. That's all it is.
Yeah, because I know guys, man. I know a lot of guys that take stuff and compete, and and they're probably some of the nicest, most mellowest guys. I'm not, even at home. I mean, because their spouses are cool and everything.
Yeah.
Because their
look at our idol. Look at our idol, Ronnie Coleman.
Their personality.
Who heard of him being? Who heard of him being angry?
Exactly.
No one. He's the biggest dude out there. So come on now. I think that's just an excuse. But so yeah, man. I just believe that when people start coming out with the TRT thing, they just thought that if they was taking 200 or less, that they're not really on steroids and they can go on and come off, go on, come off. Well, there is a such thing as cycling. And when most people come off, they go off, but their levels drop.
Yeah.
They don't hold all of that, and they got to go right back on to take it back up. Now, I agree that coming off for people who are really abusing it, to let the kidneys and do all that stuff, kind of try to recuperate a little bit or something. But a TRT is meant for that, to help you keep levels that will allow you to function as a normal man as far as energy and recovery time and libido, etc., to work with. But anytime you go above that and your main goal is to see how big you can get, you can stop saying I'm on TRT. Just say I'm taking a cycle right now and live with that. And it's okay. Live with that, but you don't be saying I'm TRT. You're not TRT. You're on a cycle.
Be transparent, people, man. Hey, you ain't got to lie, because we already know.
Yeah. So I would, with the younger kids, I would say just try to stay as clean as possible until you've reached your max growth and you want to be a professional bodybuilder. Then you would have to go and do what everybody else is doing. But these guys who are going on at age 19 and 20, guess what? At age 35, 36, they're retired and probably dead.
So all those health problems they have. Yeah, you see a lot of guys because they don't want to put, I'm not saying, and don't take this wrong, people. I'm not saying when you get on roids or juice or whatever, that you don't work that hard. I'm just saying there are people that don't want to work like that, and they want to that's when they say, hey, I need to start taking something, and then they go in the gym and they still look a mess. Even when they're taking something. So what I'm saying is, and Robert just, he just echoed that himself. Take your body as far as you can naturally. And then if you're going to step on that stage, at the high national level and try to get a pro card and be a pro, then, that's when you start making those real changes. But if you're not in the gym putting in that work now, what makes you think you're going to just all of a sudden put in work because you're taking something to enhance it? Remember, it's an enhancer anyway. So if you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing, it ain't going to work the right way anyway.
Absolutely. And it's a waste of a lot of money, especially when you're buying it black market. You know what I mean? Everybody's going to make their money. It's like drug dealers. There are people out there that really make good shit. I mean, compound companies and all that stuff, they know how to get it. So that's what they do. But you're going to pay for it. It ain't going to be something you're just going to walk away with $30-$40 and you got what your cycle you want. No,
exactly.
You look at
and do your research. research all that stuff prior to that. And if you're on any other medication, see how it impacts everything. Talk to people, man. Google stuff. Do all of that prior, because I know people that just go right into it. They get a little paper bag from somebody in the gym or somebody that's, doing it from the corner.
That's right.
And the effects, man, I've seen some people, man, and they had to go to the hospital and stuff because, the mixture is not right. What they're taking is not right. The stuff they're giving them is something totally different than what they thought they were taking. So do your research, get it from a trusted source, and know when you go talk about it, have some knowledge about it. So the people that you're talking to, and you can tell if they know what they're doing and know how they distribute and make it like Rob said, how the compound effect of what they.
Yeah. All right. So we've kind of hit on all of the negative. So let's talk about some positive behind it. The positive is this, is that if you're eating right and you're doing all the things properly, believe me, you're going to notice a change in the gym. Your strength going to go through the roof. Your body change is going to happen. You're going to feel more empowered just from the overall look that you're trying to achieve. All those things do happen. So I can't sit here and say that, don't do it. But I will sit here and say, if you want change and you want to take the stuff because you need to take the stuff, it's not going to put size on you unless you're putting the time in the gym. And you will definitely notice a change. You'll definitely see a difference, and you feel good about it. Just remember, everything you put on is like 75% will go away when you come off. So, either way, you're going to lose something behind it. Yeah. So the whole thing is that build your foundation and just try to, continue to eat good, hold on to it. But, as I mentioned, being redundant is that you will not be able to come off and think that you're going to hold your size. So it's not like taking something like a vitamin or something until you feel better and you come off until you get sick again. It's not that way. Your body has decided that it doesn't have to make any more tests because you're giving a synthetic test, which tells the body it has enough, and your natural production stops. And so when you get ready to go back, it usually take about, say you come off, you usually take about 3 to 4 months before your body starts to restore and start to create its own ways. Yeah, there's a post-cycle therapy that you can take to help you get back there faster. But once again, that's what you're looking at, all of the different chemicals to get your body to start to work again. And especially for you guys out there who want to have babies, I'm telling you, you might want to think about it twice. Because if you shut it down, now you got to come off to have baby, and then you got to hope that you're producing healthy seeds so your baby be healthy. And so there's a lot of things you need to think about, especially if you're not trying to make money from the sport. If you're not trying to make money from the sport, you need to think about those things. If you're making money from the sport, most of the guys will go, I don't care right now. Exactly. Or they'll take a product called HCG, which will help your body kind of continue to produce its normal test levels, but it's still not 100%. You got to come off of it, come off all of the other stuff in order for your body to start revamping up again. So
you heard it there. It is right there. Can't get no better than that.
No,
I don't have anything to add to that.
No. But other than that, people, what's going on in my world since I've been gone? Yeah. I'm going to tell you what's happening in my world is that I decided I got picked up by a sponsor, Legion Supplements. And at some point, I'll be putting it on over the air so you guys can get my discount code and go out and get some really good products. I'm enjoying it myself, but it's a nice opportunity for people to reach out to you to say, are you interested in ambassadoring our products and supplements, and we'll take care of you. And I'm not going to get rich from it, but it gives me a chance to turn people onto some product without them having to pay full price for it. And get some good stuff. I'll put all that discount code on the next time we all meet up here next Sunday probably, and let you guys know exactly what it is. But I'm going to compete once again, Michael.
When's that? I was just getting ready to ask you that. When's that?
Yeah, I'm going to compete in San Antonio. So San Antonio on September 20th. Right now I have 4 people on my team that's getting ready to want to compete in a natural show. So I'm starting to build that competitive team spirit again with some of my clients, which is good, which is what I really love doing. But like I said, I'm a transformation coach more than I am anything else. So if I can help you transform, I'm gonna do that. But if you say you want to go to the stage, that's my thing. I love doing that. And what else? Living large with the Lord.
That's it, man. I can't do nothing without him. That's it.
Living large with the Lord. And I tell you, my experiences and my turning that page has allowed my life to run smooth. I don't worry anymore. I don't put any stress on myself anymore. Exactly. My business that I'm running, I just say, you know what, man, the Lord of Staff will make it all happen here. I'm just going to be here to do the work when it's time to make it happen. And, you know, he's given me an ability right now to stay healthy, to function and run my studio by myself now, in a sense. So I'm blessed by that. And, you know, you find comfort when you decide to totally put your faith in the right place. And I found comfort with that. And I feel great, man. I feel great.
Definitely, man. That's great, man. That's awesome because you know we talking and you know Lord's number one in my heart and my life, and you know, and like you said, man, it brings a certain peace. You know, I tell people all the time, he may not come when you want him to come, but he is always on time when he does.
Oh yeah. So, always on time. Always on time. Yeah. So, and like they say, you can only get what you want if you pray for what you want.
Right.
You know what I mean? And you got to pray for others, and you got to pray for, you know, just the world in general, because all those things affect us daily anyways.
Exactly.
So, you know, you just got to always ask the Lord, man, to extend my territory and put me in a position to where I can touch people and give whatever knowledge you want me to share with them, whether it's through health and fitness or through speaking what I do know. And you know, life has been very, very uplifting. The desire to really want to spend my time focusing on that more than any other outside entity.
There it is. I love it.
Yeah.
I love you. Yeah. I love it. And I love you too, my brother.
Yeah, man. Nothing but love over here. Absolutely. Absolutely.
And then with me, man, just like I said earlier, man, I'm just, you know, taking on a few new clients, especially for the summer. Doing a, you know, a 2-for-1 special body transformation thing. Got it going. I'll be posting that, man, on my site and everything. So, you know, man, life is good, man. God continues to have me here for a reason. And until that day, until he says, hey, man, it's time to close that chapter, close that book. Your book's over.
Yeah.
I'm here to serve, man. That's what I do on a daily basis, man. I mentor. I do all that stuff. So, you know, we're here for a reason, man. He got us together for a reason. You know, when he brings people that have so much in common and so much alike, the power and the strength, nothing can break that force. And we're giving it to people. We're giving it to our loved ones. We're giving it to other people that we don't even know we touching. So, you know, every day, man, we'll keep being better than we were yesterday. And that's all we can ask of each other, man.
That's it. That's it. You know, it's such a positive thing, man, when you're able to, you know, we all have a tendency to wonder, like, what were we put here for? Like, what gift has God given you? And and those things where I would tell everybody who's listening to this, man, just try to come there with yourself, even if it's sitting at home. Like, you know, just reach out to God and just say, hey, man, you know, what is my gift? And he, believe it or not, he's shown it to you 100 times. You just kind of passed by it and just ignored it.
Yep.
And I know for a fact, and I share with some of my clients now, we talk about this, is that this is my gift. My gift is to be able to share with you guys and make you understand health and wellness and how important it is, and just to try to lead you in a direction that's on a positive level and not just trying to sit here for money and just count for you. I'm all about giving you knowledge. And that's my gift. My gift was that I'm easily able to share the right information without second guessing, so that my people will be good.
Exactly. So that's it, man.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. With that being said, man, we got anything else?
No, man. Just we're back on board, people. You know, once again, Michael and I can only share things from our past, but we're also always open to comments. Please go subscribe. Help us move up a little bit so that we can reach more people, as we just talked about. praying that God would extend our territory so we can reach more people and we can talk a lot about things. We can, we're both now are in a position where we can talk Bible, we can talk physical fitness, we can talk whatever you want to talk. We still will have no holds barred conversations here because that's life. That's how everybody rolls. And we're not trying to go from one level to the next level, from 0 to 100, but we're open up on all of those levels. And that just go and comment and just tell us what you want to talk about. Even if you need one of us to reach out to you privately and just talk to you about, where you're headed and make sure your life is on track and so that you can move forward. We're willing to do that too. But Michael and I was brought together for reasonings unknown, but we ran across each other's path being over 24 hours away from each other. And exactly. Here, I know, and here we are connecting and talking about God and talking about TRT and talking about people in general and laughing and having fun. So we are real. We're not fake. We're not here to try to get 5 million views. It'll be nice if it happened, but we're here just to share some country boy stuff and a little city boy stuff.
That's it. That's right.
And that's all. That's all we're gonna do, man. So we'll be here. And if we're not here, as always, we always tell them when we're gonna be here. So you guys will know that too. But if you want to reach out to me at any point in time, you can go to my Instagram, which is the Legend Robert Johnson. You can also go to robertjohnsontraining.com and you can just kind of send me some info and go from there. I'm now doing actually online training due to the fact that my schedule has become so busy. I've been blessed to pick up a couple of clients already online. And it's one of those things, man, that things are just kind of unfolding for me right now. And I'm just going to thank God for it and stay blessed and keep moving forward. Yeah, man.
Exactly. What I want to say too is when you see Rob, you see how he looks. So his age, there's not many of us looking like that. So if you need a trainer, he's expanding this even online. Everybody said, well, why you always selling everybody else and not you? Hey, I don't have a problem. I'll take clients and everything. But you know what? I like people to gravitate to people when I say, hey, Robert can handle it. He can do it. He's an awesome trainer, man, because he's an awesome personality. Not saying that I'm not. I'm just saying that everybody can eat, and that's how we look. That's how we look at it. If you want somebody in person and you live in my area, fine. If you live outside my area, or you don't want a male. I know a plethora of people that will be willing to help you, and they have a lot of knowledge. So when people say, "Well, Mike, man, you always pushing everybody else and everybody," no, because you know what? I have confidence in myself. I know what I can do as a trainer. I'm confident in all the people that I recommend. And with that being said, you can reach me at Big Darkness 59 on Instagram, also on TikTok and Big Darkness 59, Off the Darkness Fitness, also on Instagram. And hit us up, man. Ask us questions because I did get those questions. I got some of those questions that we answered today from the gym, and some of them hit me up on my Instagram. So if you guys don't hit us up on the YouTube site, hit us up on our own personal spots, our business spots, and we'll come back, we'll answer it, or we can put it on. And if you want to be a guest, let us know.
Absolutely.
We're always looking for guests. We can have that conversation as well. So with that, Rob, man, that's it for me, brother.
All right, people. You guys know where we're at. Go subscribe, man. Like something, comment on something. Help us grow so that we can share more information to more people. The more the merrier, especially when you're sharing positive information. So you guys out there, you can watch this again because it'll be posted to where you can watch it over and over and over. But once again, everything we've shared, we're not doctors, disclaimer on that. Sharing you from my experience, from Mike's experience, and you can kind of go from there. But you do what's best for you. All right, people. Peace out.
Have a great week. Peace.